Hey, I'm Max Weiss, and I'm here in Fells Point in front of the Mean Bean restaurant to talk about the October issue of Baltimore Magazine, which is our Eat Cheap issue. I want to start by apologizing for this cover. First of all, this burger, which is from McCabe's in Hamden, it looks so delicious. Whatever kind of diet you thought you were on is completely blown because now you must get this in your belly. Second of all, we took this photo insensitively before we knew about the global bacon shortage. That's a thing, by the way, it's a real thing. Had we known about the global bacon shortage, we would not have taken this photo, but I digress. Anyway, what's so cool about this issue is that, you think the Mean Bean, that's a nice restaurant. Well, lots of nice restaurants, it's not all just burger joints, are featured in this issue. The key is 2 people can eat there comfortably for $40 or less. We also have celebrities telling us where their favorite cheap eat place is, and we also have promotional specials where you can get sort of a cheap lobster or a cheap steak throughout the course of the week. I'm especially excited about our fall arts preview in this issue, which is called A Great Day in Baltimore. Arts editor John Lewis, he gives you a front row seat to the arts renaissance in Baltimore with all of the must-see events in the fall. There's also a really cool story about Orc Kids. Orc Kids is this after-school program developed by Marin Alsap and the BSO. And John Lewis was basically embedded with the Orc Kids for a whole year at Lockerman Bundy School. And he sees these kids learning how to play instruments and learning how to find their voice through music. And this photo that you see right here is actually meant to evoke a photo called A Great Day in Harlem. That's from an old Esquire magazine. They have that photo hanging up at Lockerman Bundy. This is our version of that photo. October means our fall home section, which has tons of great feature stories. We have a story on all the pumpkin farms around the area where you can get pumpkins and pick apples, and the little country stores that they have that are attached to those farms, so you can hear all about that. We have a story called Built to Stay, about an elderly couple who has this amazing house in North Baltimore, but they were finding it increasingly hard to get up and down the stairs, but they wanted to stay in their house. Solution? They built an elevator in their home. So we sort of track how that happened. And then we also have a story called Home Plate, which is about my buddy, Tony Foreman, who is the co-owner of Charleston, Petit Louis, Chingale, Pazzo, every other restaurant in town. And we take you inside his home in Roland Park, which is a beautiful house designed by his buddy, Patrick Sutton. You gotta see it. There are 3 smaller but no less awesome stories I want to call your attention to. One is called Stick Up Artist, and it's about tattoo artist Vinnie Myers. This is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What he does is he actually tattoos nipples on women who have had mastectomies. And it really changes their lives because he's so great at it, and it changes his life too. Another story is called Mothers of Invention, and that's about moms who are wielding the power of the internet to work at home while they're raising their children. And finally, an exclusive story called Slumlord Watch, about the woman behind the Baltimore Slumlord Watch blog. And she is taking these slumlords to task. And she's a feisty woman and a great character, and you're gonna love to read about her. So that's it. We've got Eat Cheap, we have Fall Arts Preview, we have Home, we have these stories, and of course, all your regular features. It is truly an excellent fall issue of Baltimore Magazine. I always do the joke at the end, and I feel like there's gotta be a borscht joke because borscht is inherently funny. There's a borscht belt, but I can't think of the joke.